Toledo, Shannon Miller and Amy Chow tied for the lead. Let's welcome in Scott Lasky. He's backstage with Shannon.
Shannon, this is deja vu. Last week, Lowell, Massachusetts, you and Amy, the two on top, and here you start off, the two of you on top again.
It's great. It's great to have her up there with me every event because it motivates me to do better and better and always kind of stay on my game. But really, every gymnast that's out there is helping me stay motivated because they're so good.
Is the fire still burning? Do you still feel the magic? Of course, you've got the Olympics 2000, the big question, whether or not you'll come back.
It is a big question. I've decided not to choose or decide really until the end of the year. I want to do competitions like this to make sure that I'm keeping in competition and making sure the spark is still there and keep training new skills along the way.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Up next on the vault, Dominique Moceanu. Dominique was the youngest member of the 1996 gold medal Olympic team, just 14 years old in Atlanta. And since then, her life has been a bit of a roller coaster. 3 coaches in the last 22 months. She told me it has been frustrating at times, but she does feel like she's adjusting and making lots of progress as she continues to train for some big events down the road.
We saw her in Lowell last week have some difficulties. Let's see how today goes for her. She'll vault a Yurchenko vault in a laid-out position with a full twist. A beautiful vault.
Dominique Moceanu looking toward the Goodwill Games later this year, as well as the National Championships in Indianapolis in August.
And she's really improved on this event. She's showing more power, greater height and distance. She has great form in the air. Look how straight her body is.
The crowd chanting for a 10 for Moceanu. And she looks a lot happier. A 9-9 for Dominique Moceanu. So she's tied right now with Shannon Miller and Amy Chow. Here's Svetlana Bogunskaya, 25 years old, a 3-time Olympian. Svetlana was just 15 when she competed in 1988 for the USSR. Then in 1992, it was for the unified team. 1996, Belarus. So 3 Olympics representing 3 different teams. She had retired in 1992, but launched a comeback in 1995. Under the tutelage of Bella Caroli.
And watch this, Yurchenko, half off, front layout. Took that step back.
Svetlana Bogunskaya won the gold medal at the 1988 Olympics on vault.
She doesn't get the real big push off the horse. And her body's slightly piked. See from the side her body position, her hips are behind her.
It's amazing to see her out here considering she's 9 years older than Moceanu, a 9.85 for Bogunskaya. Now set to vault, Amanda Borden, 21 years old, captain of the 1996 gold medal team. She's a freshman right now at Mount St. Joseph's College. This is her last competition.
And she'll do a nice, clean, handspring front vault. Not a very difficult vault, but very well executed.
Amanda Borden looking for some encouragement from the crowd.
She's always known for her great, clean form.
Amanda's added a lot of other stuff to her life since the Olympics, commercials, public speaking, TV work, getting herself ready for life after gymnastics. 9.7 on the vault for Amanda Borden. The crowd not happy with that score, but Amanda, as always, is smiling through the competition. Last up on the vault, Dominique Dawes. Borden's teammate from 1996, a 3-time national champion on the vault. And talk about a world opening up to someone after the Olympics. Dominique, she appeared on Broadway in the musical Grease. She was in a music video for the artist formerly known as Prince and has not retired. She is currently training for the Goodwill Games.
And she loves to be challenged. She's known as a risk taker. Handspring pike front vault.
Dominique Dawes, that's her longtime coach, Kelly Hill.
Watch the great height. Look how high she is in the air. She has a big step on the landing because she over-rotates so much. She's got so much power.
Like many of her teammates from '96, Dominique is taking classes, college classes, at the University of Maryland. And it's a 9.8 for Dawes. So after one rotation, how's this for a close competition? Shannon Miller, Dominique Moceanu, and Amy Chow all tied for first place with Svetlana Boganskaya right behind. Stay with us. The men's competition gets underway on the floor. We'll be back in a moment. Back at the ERA World Professional Gymnastics Championships, we are set to begin the men's competition. Once again, the men will compete in 6 rotations over the course of 2 days. Here are the 3 rotations for today. The men will start on the floor, move to pommel horse, and end the day on still rings. Here's Yevgeny Shabayev, 25 years old from Moscow, Russia. He was the 1995 European all-around champion. And Peter Vidmar rejoins us now to call the men's competition.
Despite some setbacks, he's a very good gymnast. A lot of great difficult skills.
He has had a career filled with injuries, operations on his shoulder, wrist, and thumb. He says he doesn't want to quit because he's devoted so many years to this sport.
And you can tell that was a very easy double layout for his first pass. Front tumbling, front full, wow. Very difficult, a lot of combinations there. He gets a lot of extra bonus points by doing combination front flips like that. These are required press to handstand. Notice the wide arms, much more difficult to press and to hold the handstand in that position.
Yevgeny has watched many of his friends leave Russia for more money and more opportunity. But he still lives at home with his parents.
Well, he still has some goals to reach here. He wants to go on to Sydney. Last tumbling pass. Full and back out. Very difficult at the end of the routine. Nicely landed. But she scored very well. Great way to start the day. Now the finish at the very end of the routine is a full twisting double back flip. Takes a lot of stamina to be able to do this at the very end. No problem for him. Pulls in on the landing. Great job at the end.
And it's a 9.70 for Yevgeny Shabayev. Here's John McCready, ready to go on the floor. McCready was a member of the 1996 Olympic team that finished 5th in the team competition. Says that he still thinks of that experience just about every day.
And still a bright hope for USA Gymnastics leading up to Sydney. Little bobble on his first tumbling pass. Now these front tumbling passes actually allow the gymnast to get tremendous bonus points by doing consecutive punch front flips with twists. These combinations give them more points. There's a whip, layout, one half twist, punch, layout front.
We should point out that John was on medical rehab much of the winter. He underwent surgery on both shoulders in December, and boy, that must hurt right there.
And especially in a sport like gymnastics where you use the shoulder joint so much, especially on events like rings and on the horizontal bar, it can really affect the athlete. And even in training, just to be able to do good floor skills can be difficult if the shoulder's hurting. But he said he's actually on the right track. He thinks he's healing well. And this is a good test for him to kind of get his feet wet and get back into it. Ready for his last tumbling pass. Double tap. He's not up to his full form right now. Not on floor.
John McCready, also a two-time member of the World Championship team, 1995 and 1997.
He finishes up with a round-off back answering double tuck. Not too difficult. He's capable of doing double layouts, much more difficult skills. Makes it easily. And just trying to get back into form for competition.
And McCready scores a 9.60 on the floor.